Good morning. Happy Wednesday. A little early, but hey, it's been a long night and an even earlier morning, but we are here, we are back, and you know damn well we are clocking into work at the office, baby. It's the All Day Everyday Show.
Podcast.
What up, everybody? With All Day AJ and Manny Ruffin. Goddamn, a lot of stuff to do today, and I can't wait to get into it. I have a couple starting notes, and I always say this. Couple starting notes. Number one is we have a huge announcement coming. I'm not spending a lot of time on this. Huge announcement coming. I just want to say this because I want you guys to realize that we do have a lot of stuff coming out. And this announcement is going to be so big for us and our future. And we want you to know that it's coming so you're ready when this news releases, okay? The next is we are really grinding on this Twitch stream. I mean, literally putting in hard-earned hours on Twitch. And yeah, a lot of people, you can say, well, you're just playing video games, talking with your boy, for 6 hours on stream and 5 hours on stream. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, that's what we have to do. This is what we do. I mean, I don't know how else to say that to you, but this is what we do. And I don't really give a shit that the view count is not where I want it to be. We're having fun and we're not going to stop, the hour long or whatever because there's not people in there. We're going to continue that grind, get the hours up, and eventually it will come. So today, that's all I got on that. Today, we're going to talk on Max Kellerman at the beginning, which I'm going to get to in just a moment. Hot takes, and then NFC division predictions, right?
We'll pick our NFC conference champ as well.
And hot takes did well. I also am going to say this just for, we've said it so many times, but the Fantasy Football League, we are getting closer and closer to the beginning of the season. So 2 leagues, 9 people are going to be in. Manny and I are co-commissioning 2 teams. So we'll have 9 open spots on both leagues. It's 18 people. We're going to do a lot of tweeting out and getting all this stuff out for you. It's more of a chance for you guys to interact with us and connect with us. So just be on the lookout for that. We just want to give everybody a fair chance.
Episode drops on Saturday. We'll have the league set up. We'll have the link open for everyone who wants to join. So just be on the lookout. Be ready to go.
We just want everybody to have a fair shot.
We don't know. This is our first time doing this, so we don't know how fast or slow it'll fill up. My best advice to you guys would just be get the fuck in when you see it because we don't really know. We don't have a head count. We have a little bit of a head count. Have about a couple guys, but we'll see what happens from here, man. So tell me what the fuck is going on.
Okay, so Max
first take and Max. So are they splitting? What's going on?
So I think it's just ESPN, and I saw this report this morning. I read an article from the New York Post, and essentially this article was just saying that Stephen A. Smith has really, after this decision, has really stamped himself as the real true face of ESPN. So what they're doing is Max Kellerman is going to be moving over to the morning show with
J-Will, Keyshawn, and
Keyshawn
on the way out.
And Zubik's on the way out. And Max is going to go in with those guys. Now that then on top of this, there's going to be Max is going to get his own. He already has his own boxing show, but he's going to get a 2 p.m. show on ESPN as well. And this show is going to be they're really taking care of him in this front, right. And in my eyes, because they're taking Jalen Jacoby, and if this goes through, they're going to take Jalen and Jacoby and highly questionable from 2 to 3 and move them to ESPN 2. Max Kellerman's going to get that spot, so he will be fine. He just won't be with Stephen A. Smith anymore. And I think I would be upset if I was Max because you see when, obviously COVID wasn't a thing and when the finals were big and whatever, they're doing all these different travelings and, they're walking out in front of all these different people and everyone's shouting their names and stuff. Like, he's going to miss something like that.
I don't know. I don't like that split.
And then for Stephen A. Smith, it doesn't look like they're going to sign somebody like this to go partner with Stephen A., like to find a technically quote-unquote new Max. What they're going to do is get up with Mike Greenberg, which I absolutely love that guy. His story is incredible too. And those studios, the Get Up studio and First Take studio, are in the same place. So Get Up kind of cycles in and out guests for their shows for different segments. There's been multiple times where Stephen A. has been on there with Mike to talk about stuff with Mike before First Take starts, and then he'll just leave like 10 minutes before the show starts. There's been like times where Mike's like, all right, Stephen A., you got to go get ready for your show. I mean, You're on in 4 minutes. You got to get over there. So they're right there. So they're just going to cycle in. From my understanding is they're going to cycle in guests from Get Up because they have so many guys that cycle in and out that they're going to take some, have them come debate on different topics with Stephen A. Molly is still going to be the host, but it's going to be really like
Stephen A.
Which is crazy because
kind of like a Colin Cowherd type of deal.
I think so, but I don't know if I like that because he has Stephen A. Smith's World. That's his own show. So I don't understand why we're like, yeah, we're gonna have a host and everything like that, but I don't understand why. Look, he's on a 5-year, $60 million deal. So he has already stamped his place in ESPN as the face of ESPN. So, and he's getting paid like it. So
I don't know. I like that dynamic with
I do fuck with Max,
Stephen A. and so even Stephen A. and Skip. I like the two.
Well, that's where all this started, and I think Max had an idea because last year ESPN tried to poach Skip from not signing with Fox, and they were going to go back to the old days of Skip and Stephen A. back on First Take, and I think Max had an idea. Then Fox ended up giving some more money to Skip, so he stayed with them. I think that chemistry with them is really good as well. Yeah. I am gonna miss Max on that show.
I'm gonna miss.
I used to watch everyone likes to talk shit on ESPN and talk shit on Stephen A. and like First Take and all that. I love watching ESPN. I love those guys. The stories that those guys have. Mike Greenberg catching his first big break at the age of 40. Like when I was first starting this, I was like, dude, I don't want to wait till 40 to get my break. Are you kidding me? And then you look at Stephen A. like seeing the videos of him and he's just sitting there and he's like, I climbed from the gutter. I climbed from the gutter to be here. I have mad respect for Stephen A.
I've seen it's funny for Stephen A. I watched the Malice in the Palace documentary that was on Netflix. There was a segment when he was talking about the Malice in the Palace. Mind you, this is 2005. He was just a Philadelphia sports beat writer, but he was on CNN. Mm-hmm. Like, so you can see how he started just from being a Philly sports guy and just worked his way up the ranks. He's getting worldwide recognition now. He goes to ESPN. Like, there's just so many different inspirations in ESPN. I don't know. I always show those guys love because a lot of those dudes inspire me to do what I do today. You know what I mean? What do you want about?
I don't know. We're talking about the NFC.
I thought we were gonna I was like we transitioned.
I was getting a good transition.
I was hot takes.
I was trying to. Oh shit! I was trying to move it, like to just put it in front, and I was like, you know what? We'll just put it up top. But yeah, that's the Max Kellerman stuff. Not too long on that. I just wanted to give my thoughts on that because I do really think it's crazy. I saw some Instagram posts today, and I saw Max Kellerman is reportedly getting out from Complex Sports. Really released that first. Complex Sports dropped that news first, and then just seeing the pictures, and I was like, and then New York Post is saying this could happen as early as next month, which is today is August 19th, so I don't know. It's just gonna be crazy. I am gonna watch the first probably week of it from 10 to 12 just to see how it flows, because I know how Stephen A. Smith's World that flows. So I want to see how the new First Take with. And that's actually the best comparison you could have made. I wasn't even thinking about that. When it's Colin Cowherd and what's her name? Joy Taylor, right? So it's going to be, I think it's going to be the same as that. And then maybe down the line, they'll find a host, a co-host, but we'll see. All right, take me through hot takes and let's get it rolling.
So, all right, we got 8 hot takes today. So I'm going to last week I spent a good bit of time on every hot take. I'm going to spend probably a little less time on every single one, but we'll get through them all. So we'll start with my boy, Savvy Sav, but the @ is Wicked Betting. Check out my man's bets. He's been posting his tickets. He's a wild man, bro.
Drop the Instagram up there, Wicked Betting.
He'll give you a -10 winner or -7 winner in baseball.
Yep.
He says Lakers to take it all. Now, listen, like, I think we can bank on the Lakers making it back. I don't think they're going to have it for the competition that's going to be possibly coming out of the East. I mean,
meaning like the Nets and the Sixers.
The Nets coming back, the Bucks coming back,
the Hawks.
The Sixers coming back. I don't think the Hawks are going to like a team that's really going to make it out of the East. You know,
right?
What I mean?
But maybe they get to the conference final like they did.
I think even the Celtics are going to be better out of the East next year. I think people are probably going to think I'm crazy, but I think the Lakers will.
Stephen A. Smith, as we're on that Stephen A. Smith topic, he said the Knicks are going to make it out of the first round.
Probably.
So that's another team that's in the mix.
But like you guys even look at the West, bro. The Warriors are back healthy. Yeah. The Nuggets are back healthy with Jamal Murray coming back. I mean, this all goes back. The Suns are who the Suns are. It's not going to be easy for the Lakers. I don't think they win the chip this year.
Wait, I had to say this. This all goes back to the point that you made about when the finals concluded, and you said this was the Suns' year. This was it for them because everybody's back. And then you literally start listing the Warriors and the Nuggets with injuries that held them back, and now they're back. The Suns are screwed.
Bro, it's going to be harder than ever. That was the year.
That was the year. Now that makes all full circle
even for the Lakers,
so much more sense.
That was Bron's year to go back to back.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So we'll hop on. I don't know. I'll say, what's your answer? I'll say no.
I was going to say,
no.
I think I was going to say I think they have on paper they have the best shot.
Yeah.
You could say on paper the Nets had the best shot, but we saw what they did. Yeah. So I think on paper they have the best shot. So I'm sure the odds are in favor of them if you're betting on a finals winner. So I would agree with it. I'm not going to say yes, and I don't want to be quoted on this like in 5 months during the season. Be like, well, Alex said the Lakers are going to win, the finals. I think they have a very, very, very good chance of doing that. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I can feel you. I think they're a little old. They might get an injury here and there. Maybe working in rust with that system. Obviously, it's Bron. Bron can work anybody in the system with him, but I think it's gonna be tough for him this year. Maybe
except for Kyrie. Yeah, he didn't want to fucking listen.
Facts. Next hot takes from our boy Sam Litton. Drop another hot take again. The Bulls dynasty was a super team, and nobody wants to talk about it.
Let me start. I think that it was a super team.
Wow.
Because remember what did we talk about last week? It was like, what defines a super team? So I'm like, you have to have a big three. Would you say they have a big three? Would you say that was a big three though?
That to me that doesn't define a super team. Like the Warriors were not a super team in 2016 and 2015 with Steph, Clay, and Dre. They weren't a super team. They were a really,
would you say that they were
a really good
Would you say that they were a
team.
Dynasty? Could you say that?
Yeah, they were a dynasty.
Would you say that about the Bulls?
The Warriors weren't a super team until they got KD. Now, if you look at the Bulls from 96, I'm sure he's mentioning the 96, 97 Bulls.
Yeah.
You got Jordan, you got Pippen, you got Rodman.
Yep.
In my opinion, Jordan's Steph, Pippen's Clay, but a different game. But he's Clay. He's Clay. He's you know what I'm saying? He's Clay to Steph. I'll say that. And then Rodman's your Draymond. That's not really that's a really good goddamn core.
Yeah.
But they didn't add a KD. I mean, Tony Kukoc, cool. He's really good, but I mean, come on, he's not KD. Ron Harper, cool. Come on, he's not KD. Don't give me the Steve Kerr. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think it's a super team. They were really goddamn good and head and shoulders above a lot of teams during that era, but super team.
What about throwback to The Last Dance?
Yeah.
And Rodman's like, bink, go up here, and then and then we're up here, and then you come down and bink, and then we're up that, and then we're bink up that.
Like, nah, bro. Listen.
Toss it up.
Really good fucking team. Super team, nah, in my opinion. Next hot take, Eamon Scanlon 8. Jalen Hurts equals MVP. So he's back again with the Jalen Hurts propaganda on cue for the hot takes. Do I think, again, I'll just say it quickly, Jalen Hurts is not going to win MVP. Jalen Hurts, by a miracle stretch, he does have a chance to maybe win an NFC Offensive Player of the Year. If the Eagles win the division, he puts up maybe 3,800 yards passing, maybe like 35 passing touchdowns, and maybe like 10 to 12 rushing touchdowns. He can do that. That's going to be really hard for him. It's going to take a miracle season, but I think that's what it'll take.
I think we just need to let this guy play the game.
And just stop talking about him and let him play.
I mean, why the hell is this something we're talking? He's not played a full full season yet.
Let him
and we're saying, you know what, Jalen Hurts as an MVP candidate. Let's let him play first. I mean, that's like going out. That's like saying
he'll win one.
You know what? That's like saying right now Joe Burrow MVP. He played half the fucking season too. You know what I mean? No one's saying that. So why are we saying this? I don't understand that.
Fair
Next
enough.
one.
Fair enough.
That's all my thoughts on that.
Fair enough. Seamus Scanlon, the NFC East winner will be close to or below 500 again.
I agree.
So we were talking about before we recorded, I said, well, it's going to be impossible to go 500 this year because it's 17 game schedule. So we're thinking like maybe a team, maybe one game over 500 that wins it, maybe one game below 500 that wins it. I'm a little higher on the NFC East than probably a lot of people think. I think the division winner is going to win it at 11 wins. I'll have my winner. We'll go into that later, and you're gonna be surprised that you're gonna be surprised. I think this team's gonna get 12 to 11 wins, but I think that the division winner wins at 12 to 11 wins. I don't think it's a team that wins at like 9, maybe 10.
I do agree that this is gonna be a fight like it was last year.
Like I'll say this, I'll say 11 wins, 10 wins, division winner.
Okay,
that would be 3-4 games above 500.
I'm saying that it's gonna be not identical to what it was last year, but somewhat in that sense where it can be close to that, just because all of the teams now are at least for the Giants and I'm going to repeat this again later, but they are just starting to get their feet under them again. Yeah. Now with the Eagles and the entire rebuilding, getting their feet under them again. Look at Washington doing the same thing. Now Dak's back with the Cowboys. They're getting under again. So everybody's almost in a similar type place, if you can follow me, where it's still going to be that close.
They're not. There's no great teams in there, but they're all getting better. Like by the year, I just think 11 wins you that division. I mean, 11-6. You can't beat that. That's a good year.
Yeah.
I mean, I think 11-6 gets you that division because I don't think any team more than 2 teams are gonna get.
I think honestly, 10 wins gets that division.
I think 10 wins gets it probably too. Honestly, I probably was like I think 12 wins.
You just can't go 9-8 is not winning the division, bro.
I think 12 wins is like the ceiling, and then 10 wins is probably your floor for winning that division. So I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Seamus. I think we'll see a team that wins the division at like 3-4 games above 500. My personal opinion. I think every team in the division, in the NFC East division, got better. So we'll see. Yeah,
I'm in the same boat. Moving on.
Next hot take. You'll like this one.
Okay.
Yankees will finish the season first in the AL East. Boy, you sound dumb. Do you know what Tampa Bay's doing right now?
Come on.
Do you know what Tampa Bay's doing?
I didn't think you were going to say that.
They're playing? They play the Orioles like 7 times in this 2-week stretch.
I did not think you were going to say that.
They're still 6 games above you guys. You guys are going
5.
5. You guys are going on a 6-game win streak. They'll still be 5 games above you guys.
I know. It's not crazy.
You're going to need a collapse.
Not crazy, though.
You're going to need a collapse. And I think we've seen with the Rays in history. They're so well coached. They're such a well put together team. They play good team baseball. I can't see a 6-7 game collapse like that coming from the Rays.
I mean, they just have to continue to stay hot. And the one thing I'll say about the Yankees right now is they are getting these players off the injured list and have been winning games without these guys, and now they can start to come back. Obviously, Garrett Cole's back.
Back again with the injury tug.
Rizzo is back. We're seeing Kluber getting ready soon.
Oh, yeah.
Severino getting ready soon. Actually,
Sevy, there's a Sevy. I was waiting for him.
I'm just saying, again, I said it last week. I'm not saying just on that. Actually, to have fucking starting pitchers in a consistent lineup every time. I'm excited to see these guys come back. Now, on the Luke Voit front, with Anthony Rizzo back, it's raising some questions. He's a little upset that he's not going to be getting the same amount of playing time because Rizzo is back. He had some talks with Aaron Boone to just discuss that. I want to play a little bit more, this and that. And they're going to kind of just do a tandem. So what I said last week with why the hell is Stanton not in the outfield, they're going to be cycling Stanton in left and or right, with flopping on sides with Joey Gallo, and Judge in center to free up that DH spot so Rizzo or most likely Luke Voit can go into that spot so he can still take at bats and get real game time.
I don't love that outfield defensively. I don't love that outfield.
I fuck with it, bro. I'm so happy to see Stanton in the field
I know
again.
what you mean, but like, I mean, we know Judge can make those plays in the outfield, but he was making those plays in right.
I know. But like his legs are so goddamn long.
Center. No, he can definitely play center, but outfield with Gallo and Giancarlo in it, it scares me. We'll see.
Wait till you see his cannons, bro.
So you saying? Are you saying yes or no to that hot take?
I'm saying it's possible. I'm saying it's possible.
Bitch move. Next hot take.
You want to go? All right, I'll give you. Well, because I said last week that I didn't think it was going to happen.
Right.
And I don't want to be a guy that just like goes back and forth, but when you have a team that is winning 6 in a row, that just swept the Red Sox. Injured guys are coming back. They're kind of starting to figure it out. They have a weekend series.
Your opinion on baseball can change week 2. If you listen to me last week talk about my Phillies, and then you heard me last night on live stream when we were losing to the Diamondbacks, I'm like, I don't even want to see this team in the playoffs. Last week,
there's been multiple times this year where I was like, the Yankees are the worst team in baseball. I'm about to fucking take off the notifications on my phone because I don't want to see anything.
I've been there funny.
There has been so many, like these past 2 seasons, I've been like, this team fucking is a joke. So I think they can get this job done. I don't want to be the person that's switching up and like that, but 6 games in a row, sweeping the Red Sox. Now it's back home again for a 4-game weekend series against the Twins. I really think this is possible for them. They just got to, they had the problem with the Rays, and I said it last week, when the Yankees win, the Rays win. When the Yankees lose, the Rays win. It's never when the Yankees win, the Rays lose. And there was the stat that I told you about 2 weeks ago. Last thing I'll say on this, the stat that I told you about a week or 2 ago, in the past 30 games, prior to this past weekend, the Yankees were 19-11, and they only came back 1 game from 7. 19-11, and that's just how good the Rays are.
Like, it's not even like me saying they're not going to win the division is not a knock at the Yankees.
It's just the Rays.
It's just tipping my cap to the Rays.
Over the past weekend, the Yankees won 2 in a row on Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, whatever it may have been. And the Rays lost back-to-back, and they got to 5. So they're like, it's crazy how in 30 games they only got back 1 game. But then now at the end of the month, heading into the beginning of August, they get 2 back in 2 days. So there's just, it's baseball, and it's just they got to find a way to just keep winning because essentially they can't lose because
Listen,
Whenever they lose, the Rays win.
September's always a crazy month too. End of August, September, always late
I think they get it done. I'm gonna hold myself to it right now. I think they get it done. It would be nice to have the Yankees be division winners and I said it last week, and not have to fucking sweat for a wild card game. I don't want to do that again for like the third year in a row. I really don't want to do that. So, but that's all I'll say on that.
Next hot take. David Scanlon 7 back again. 2 weeks in a row. Hot takes, my boy. Appreciate you. Eagles finished top 2 in the NFC East. Listen. I know you guys, man. I thought you were Eagles fan, bro. Don't you have hope? Guys, I think this team. If I tell you right, I'm saying the division winner is going to win 10, 11 games. Do you think the Eagles are going to meet that threshold? Like this division is going to be decided by one game. So do you think the Eagles are a 10-win, 11-win team? If you think the Eagles finish top 2 in the NFC East, that means you think the division winner is going to go 10-7, and the Eagles are going to be right behind them with 9 wins. So we'll probably be tied for second, if anything. I can't see the Eagles having sole possession of that second spot. I can't see it. You guys can thrash me in the comments, on the gram, all that. I like to hear your opinions on this, Alex, but I can't see it as being a top 2 team in the NFC East.
Yeah,
I can see it being competitive. A competitive third, I can live with that. Jalen Hurts improves. We're a competitive third team. I can live with that.
I can't.
Can't take them?
I can't put them in top 2. I mean, any one of those other 3 teams could be in the top 2. Like, not obviously, I'm saying, like, yeah, when you take the Eagles out, yeah, obviously. But, like, in terms of the actual team, Washington, New York, or Dallas with Dak back. We're going to get into this.
Boy, I hope I'm wrong about my Birds, too. I really hope I'm wrong.
We're going to get into this division debate in just a moment.
Get there in a second.
But I don't see to answer the question, to answer the take, I don't see the Eagles being top 2. That's fine.
Next hot take. TJ Kerr, 2 weeks in a row hot take member. You know, that's my guy. Appreciate you, man. Cam Newton, top 2 college QB of all time. Now, listen. This is what I'll say about that Cam Newton take. Does Cam Newton deserve his flowers for the year he had at Auburn when he was there? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But can I put Cam Newton as a top 2 quarterback, college football quarterback of all time? No. It's the career aspect. Like, even if you look at guys like, we'll bring it up, Tim Tebow, Matt Leinart. You brought up a great name unless you do it, but Baker Mayfield. Career guys. I don't think I can put Cam in that aspect of top 2 of all time. Maybe I can do top 2 seasons of all time. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do top 2 quarterbacks of all time. Even if you can even say Vince Young's one season with Texas was better than Cam's one season with Auburn. You can. I think that the more the debate is, did Cam have one of the best seasons of all time, top 2, top 3 seasons of all time? College football quarterbacks, like career-wise, absolutely not. I got to show my respect to other guys.
I think in this instance here, for the purpose of listing your, let's say, your top 3 or top 5 college football quarterbacks of all time, I think most people, if you ask this to any, if we do like a side talk New York City,
right?
We were walk up and down the street and we said, who's your number 1 college football player of all time? I guarantee you 80% of those answers are going to be Tim Tebow.
Facts.
And that's not a wrong answer.
Not.
I had to hate that. That's my number 1. And then obviously, we spoke about it earlier too. Vince Young can go on there. You just mentioned Baker as well. But that's right. I mean, Cam was a one and done. And that's fine. He was a good enough player to do that.
Right.
He's one of those players, though, where it really, towards this latter half of his career, has not really functioned and worked out to be that carry-over college football quarterback to... I'm saying the latter half. Relax. I said it. I said the latter half. Well, you know what he did with Carolina in the early years.
Okay.
But I don't know how you can... My thing with Cam is just like the... Would you say he fell off almost?
What has Cam walked into any locker room and been like, damn, I got a squad with me now? Even when the Panthers were that good, he carried that team. They had a great run game. They had a great O-line. Okay. The receivers gave him what they needed.
That Super Bowl, he got fucking torched.
Okay. But has Cam ever walked into a situation and been like, yo, this locker room is stacked. If I don't succeed with this team.
But they were undefeated at one point in that year. He was leading that team and then just got fucking torched.
Because he scored 50 total touchdowns on his own. 50 in one season. Cam has never walked into a locker room and it's been like, yo, I have a squad with me. Like, no, it's always been like, okay, I'm going to have to elevate these guys.
I still think he somewhat has somewhat of a small falling off.
You're fucking delusional.
I
mean, a little falling off now with the Pats, I'll say, with the last year with the Pats, but come on, man.
Will he make my top 5?
He's never had help like that.
I'm sure most people, like I said with the Tim Tebow question, I'm sure most people would say Cam Newton in their top 5.
Yeah, all time.
I am on the fence with that.
But then you start. There's names you got to throw out to get in that top 5.
I would throw Mariota out there to see.
That might have to be a whole other pot. I mean, you got Mariota. I mean, even guys like Peyton, we forget about. We forget Minor. Guys like Doug Flutie, Charlie Ward. There's a lot of guys. Even Steve McNair with Alcorn State back in the day. Like, there's a lot of quarterbacks we got to, because we didn't go back into the, I forget what the fuck. I mean, I'm forgetting the name. But there's so many quarterbacks we go back in the day with that. It could get dicey trying to put Cam in that top 5 just because he had that one great year. We're looking at guys who had great careers. Maybe we could have, top 2 talents at QB all time, probably. Top 2 seasons, we can argue, but career-wise, I can't buy it. Last hot take of the day, my boy Jay Ross, Justin Fields will lead the Bears to the playoffs this season.
Okay, let's answer this, and then we'll bring it to our final point on the Bears. I like how you ended with this.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So this is my thing. This is what I'll say. And obviously, you put me on that, the clip of Andy Dalton saying that this is his team and this is his time or something, and Justin Fields will have his time and all that bullshit he was saying. Andy Dalton, you fucking suck. You want to talk about someone who fell off. We'll talk about Andy Dalton falling off.
Okay, well.
Listen, let me
finish. That's bullshit. Okay.
Let me finish.
All right.
This is what I'll say about the Bears this year. We had their schedule up. Their schedule is not like for any stretch of the imagination. Start off with the Rams. Rams are going to be a good team this year. Bengals, okay, that's the Browns are going to be a really good team this year. Lions aren't going to be a slouch. They're not going to be great. They're not going to be a slouch. Vegas, not a slouch. Packers, I mean, we know what they are. The Bucks, like, come on. Like, their schedule isn't even favorable enough for me to be like they could get in there. What I'll say will happen with that situation is Andy Dalton will play 6 games. He'll be mediocre at best. The Bears will probably be 2-4 at best, probably 1-5. Then people see what Jalen Hurts, what Justin Fields did during the preseason. They'll be like, why don't we just give this guy a chance now? 6 weeks in, we're not going anywhere. We're not going to make the playoffs. That's what I think will happen, but I'll pass this to you now.
Yeah, I really agree with that because we can look back on this after the 6-week mark and see that you literally called 1-5 and 2-4. Now, you said Andy Dalton fell off, a guy that fell off. I'll say the same goddamn thing that you said about Cam. He said he's got.
Fuck out of here,
He said he's got no squad around him. Andy Dalton ain't got no squad. What do you got? Tyler Eifert to throw
Those
to?
Bengal teams.
Come on, bro.
Come on. AJ Green, Gio Bernard.
Come on,
Jeremy Hill. You said Eifert. Whoa, bro. They had some squads back in the day.
Hold on, bro.
They had some squads back in the day with the Bengals. That year when the Bengals played the Steelers. That game where AB got hit by Burfict.
Yeah.
And Shazier had that crazy hit on Gio Bernard to pick the scoop and score up. That Bengals team was a squad. They were supposed to win that game and go to the AFC chip. Don't sleep on the teams that Andy Dalton had back in Cincinnati. Don't sleep on them. I can't give him the same pass I give Cam. Maybe there's a little bit of bias with me. Okay. I can't give Andy Dalton the same pass I give Cam.
That's besides the point. I did have to mention that, though.
Okay.
For the Bears, though, I can't really give a definitive answer on this question or this take because Andy Dalton is the quarterback.
Right.
He is QB1.
I can't believe.
Justin Fields, and this is what leads us to the final point on hot takes. And this, when we can have this flash up on the screen, there was a press conference from Andy Dalton, and this will play in front of you guys. And he was basically saying that he wants the fans to be around the team, and he wants the fans to be around himself and backing him. And Justin Fields is going to have a great career, and he's going to be a great quarterback. But for now, this is my time, and this meaning my time is Andy Dalton's time.
I know who I am. I know who I was created to be. I know where my identity lies. And so do I want the fans behind me and this team and all that kind of stuff? Yes. Do I want them behind Justin? Absolutely, I do. But that's not my focus. I can't focus on all that right now. Like I've said before, Justin's going to have his time, and Justin's going to have a great career. But right now, it's my time, and so my focus is on being the best player I can be for this team and do everything I can to help this team win.
I understand why he's saying that. Because he wants to rile up the fans to get behind him. But I think it's just a disrespectful thing to say, kind of, because if you think about it, this is the guy that you're supposed to be mentoring, and then you're like, yeah, he's gonna have a great career, but it's my time now. I run this shit.
Right.
Like, what? I think you're supposed to be the guy that's like patting him on the helmet, like telling him, getting him used to the travel, getting him used to the overnights, getting him used to all the veteran type locker room stuff that you've been a part of for your entire career.
I think there's some static there because I think he knows Jay Fields is on his ass. I think there's a little bit. I think you know what I think is going on in that QB room. I think Dalton knows Justin Fields is on his ass. And I think Justin Fields knows that he's better than Andy Dalton, and they're gonna give Dalton that chance to start. There's probably a little bit of not friction. Like Andy Dalton, obviously.
Saw in the preseason game when he scrambled out the pocket, ran and got the touchdown.
Come on now.
They haven't had a quarterback like that. You want to say Mitch did that bullshit? No shot.
He could have, but
yeah, but he didn't. So that I don't know. It's just very weird, a little awkward for. Yeah,
I didn't like that at all. Whatsoever.
But that's fine. I don't know. I just wanted to see because there was all over Twitter, so that video will show in front of you guys. Just because. Let's just remember who it is. Last thing I'll say. Let's remember who it is. It's Andy Dalton saying that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not like it's like Peyton Manning saying, this is my time.
Okay.
It's not like Brett Favre saying to Aaron Rodgers, this is my time. He's going to be great. You remember?
Even if Carson Wentz wanted to say that to Jalen.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. Andy.
It's Andy.
Come on, bruh. I can't buy that. We'll see though. We'll see at the 6 game mark. With the 6 game mark, what happens?
Okay, NFC division winners. We're going to go with the West, and then the South, and then the North, and then the East. We wanted to finish with our guys because we already did kind of touch on them, but we want to end with that. I'll let you start. Let's start with the West. Seahawks, like we talked about last week.
You picked Seahawks.
I'm just saying, just the top of the list. Okay. I don't want to spoil that yet. Okay. But the Seahawks just in the West popped out to me first. They were division winners last year with the Rams on the ass.
Yep.
And we talked. We had I sparked that question at the end of the show last week with Jamal Adams. Mm-hmm. He got the bag. It's about time.
Paying a lot for a safety that's not the best cover guy, but I'll let you continue.
And so I just want to kind of pose this to you for who you got. But I just wanted to say the Seahawks because they got their guy.
For me, in the NFC West, this is going to be like there's 2 teams that come right to your mind when you think NFC West. That's Rams, that's Seahawks. Honestly, I mean, if you look at the Rams, they upgraded at QB. God damn. With that Sean McVay offense, Cooper Kupp, guys like that, Robert Woods. I'm a Higbee guy. I think they'll be scary. But I think the Cardinals take that step this year. Listen, it's Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury third year together. They signed J.J. Watt. That defense I won't say very good. They showed flashes last year. We can be a good defense, then we can be a bad defense. We're still kind of working the kinks out. Listen, it's time to get it done there. He has D-Hop. I like Kirk with him. I think they're building something there. I mean, they lost 5. They lost 5 of 8 games last year by 1 score.
I had a feeling you were going to.
They lost 5 of 8 games last year by 1 score. And out of those 3 games out of 3 of those 8 were I think they lost 2 by 10 and then 1 game by maybe 12 or 13. They were in every game they lost. They cut some of those losses away. They're right in the division race as well. I think the Seahawks fall off. I think you see a 2-man race between the Cardinals and the Rams. I think the Cardinals take it.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to say it. I really did. Because this dates back to our Zoom podcast days when we went over J.J. Watt's signing with the Cardinals, and I went off on that tangent saying that I guess he doesn't want a ring. And
I couldn't believe you said that.
So yeah, we do look back at the old stuff, just so you guys know. Besides the point. Now, Seahawks won last year, and I'm going to give it to them again. Now, once again, let's go back to March Madness. Alex is all chalk, okay? That's not true.
Listen.
This division, I think, might be one of the tightest ones besides the NFC East. And the NFC East, I don't want to put in this category because the teams in there are no match to the teams in the West here. So I think in terms of actual, I don't know, because I don't want to shit on the NFC East for this. Those teams are just so consistently terrible.
Mediocre.
That's the better word for it without shitting on them. That they're always neck and neck with each other in that division. Now with these guys, you had Seahawks going off last year, and then you had the Rams tight behind them, and then Arizona and San Francisco. Let's also not count out San Francisco.
I was about to say, yeah.
Trey's in the Bay.
I mean, Jimmy might even get this. Jimmy might.
That's true as well. But Trey's in the Bay.
Right.
Let's give them a shot too. I said, I have just some stuff that I had written down here, and one of the things that I wrote down was don't let Arizona get hot.
Exactly.
And then I was like, the Rams were already there. And again, Trey's in the Bay. 49ers made the right moves. Maybe they could have switched up a couple things. But they made the right moves to get themselves back on the map. They were, 6-10 last year? Yep. So I think this division is going to be great. I don't think Seahawks go for, 12-13. But I think.
I don't know. I think the division winner. I think it's gonna go. So last year it was Seahawks at 12-4, Rams at 11-5, Arizona 8-8. I think it's something like 13, 12, 11. I think it's gonna be a tight ass race through the whole year of that division.
We'll see. I think
no team okay. Yes, the Rams don't grade a quarterback. Yes, every time Russell Wilson goes under center for any team, you have to give them postseason.
Well, this is make or break for Russ because he's got to find a way. Watch this, bro. Let's keep this in. All right. So where did Russell Wilson go to school? Okay, this is a side tangent, but where did Russell Wilson go to
Badger.
school? So, and they're the what Badgers?
Wisconsin Badgers.
Wisconsin Badgers. What football teams in Wisconsin?
Oh my God.
Let's think about this. This could be a make or break for Russell Wilson. Maybe Aaron Rodgers goes.
I was about to say, what are you getting?
Maybe Aaron Rodgers goes, he retires, or he's done with Green Bay. And then you saw the reports at the end of the season that, listen to me, you saw the reports at the end of the season where they said, you know what? Russell Wilson's got to get out of there. It's a wasted talent in Seattle. Pete Carroll's running him down to the ground. It was a wasted talent, wasted time for his career. Just what could you imagine? Think about that. I think it is a strong possibility. We'll put this on TikTok as well. I think this is a strong that Russell Wilson could be I almost said Wisconsin Badger, could be a Green Bay Packer after Aaron Rodgers is gone.
Hell no.
I think that is a strong possibility.
I'm going to give you
I don't even have that written down here. That literally just popped into my head.
They're going to go with Jordan Love. The reason I say after Rodgers is love. After Rodgers is love 100%, and I'll get back to my division talk, but after Rodgers is love 100% because that front office does not get aggressive in any way, shape, or form. Ever.
I still think it's a possibility.
Okay. I'll let you have that one. I'm just saying that front office.
Can you imagine?
That front office is not known for making plays like that. I'll just say that. They like to breed their guys in-house. You know what I mean? They went far from Rodgers. They go Rodgers to Love. I can't see them making an aggressive move like that. And I can't see them doing that. But I mean, I see the link up there. I'm sure Russ would love that. I'm sure he would love that.
I know.
I'm sure he would love that.
Maybe Devontae wouldn't leave. Moving on to the NFC South.
Okay.
Let's run it up.
This is easy.
This is easy.
Well, we guys know
we're not gonna spend much time on this.
It's gonna be the Bucks. I mean, God damn it, that team. Think about this. That team returned all 20.
Think about this though. The Saints won that division last year.
Yeah.
By a game.
Yeah.
that had lost my mind.
They almost lost it. I mean,
that thought had went in one ear and out the other. I did not remember
It's going to be a cakewalk for the Bucks. They're riding an 8-game winning streak. They'll probably start off this season 8-0. They just started clicking when they won the Super Bowl. Their offense is firing on all cylinders. I mean, we know what that defense
Think about the rookies that were on that team that as rookies got that, amazing experience during that season. They're going to come back even stronger. That's the best part about it.
Come on, bro.
These rookies, Winfield, bro.
You return all 22 starters from the Super Bowl.
People are fucking taking pay cuts on that team to bring that Super Bowl team back.
Retained,
that's crazy, man.
That
is players that want to win. They want to play the game to win.
They want to play with Brady.
And they want to play with Brady. You're right. Bucks as well for me. It's simple. It's short and sweet. And you guys would probably say the same thing. There's not much else to say on that.
No argument there.
Let's go to the North. I'll give this one to you as well. I'll start with this, though, before I hand it to you. Packers were 13-3 and won the division last year. I'm sure you're probably going to pick them again, but...
Yeah, I'll say this. So, if it wasn't for, when that whole shakeup with Rodgers and that front office was going, I'm thinking in the back of my head, damn, this is opening the door for the Vikings.
I know.
To finally push through, take that division by the throat. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But
because it's not going to be Detroit.
I mean, no, it's not.
It's really between...
No, it's Minnesota and Green Bay, easily.
And really?
Easily.
I was gonna say if we have this goes back to my Bears point. Hold on. If we have Justin Fields come in for Andy Dalton and Andy Dalton just doesn't ruin everything, then I do think Justin Fields would have a chance to
whatever, bro.
Win some games. I don't know, man.
Whatever, bro.
I don't know.
I'll say this about the Packers.
Justin Fields.
Obviously, I got them with that division with that whole team. They're bringing back. They signed Randall Cobb back. The front office did something. They did nothing this offseason, but they did something. I got to give Matt LaFleur his flowers. I mean, he comes back-to-back 13-3 seasons, 2 NFC Championship appearances, lost both of them. It sucks, but I mean, the one they lost to Raheem Mostert, and then they lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year. I can't be too mad at Matt LaFleur. He has to get it done one time. I think the Packers repeat this division easily. They probably win 13, 14 games this year. That team is great. That defense is special too. People sleep on that defense. Aaron Jones is slept on. I think he gets a little too much love for me, but he is a good back.
I love him.
Yeah, I know.
Fantasy guy for the past 2 years.
A lot of people love him.
Him.
I think the Packers repeat. In this
Put on the goddamn sombrero for me, homie.
But it's the Packers. The North is the Packers.
Yeah, I'm the Packers as well. I don't think that they will have a 13-3 year again, but they still win the division. Plain and simple.
Easy as that.
Last one.
Okay.
And then we will get the hell out of here. The NFC East, our division, our clash of the Giants and the Eagles. I'll start right here.
I wonder who Alex is going to say.
And here they are. If you're watching on YouTube, like the video for the New York Giants. I'm holding the helmet like that. Yeah, I'm picking the New York Football Giants, and I'll tell you why. I said it earlier about how the rebuilding and taking that step back to get their feet under them. This division has been all over the place in the past 2 to 3 to 4 years. Can't really figure it out. I mean, there has not been a consistent division winner in so long. Giants obviously have not been a part of that in any part of that mix for years. But I think this is actually the year for them where they're finally starting to get their feet on them. They've made the right picks in the past 3 drafts. And just seeing the line, for me, what's doing it is seeing that offensive line really develop last year. I know there was a couple injuries, but I said it already, and I'm going to continue to say it. I really had wished that Saquon was able to play and be there to watch that and experience that line develop. Because I told you last week, when Bud Dupree was in his face mask every single play at week 1, that offensive line was not the offensive line that was blocking for Wayne Gallman getting, 40-yard carries against the goddamn Seattle Seahawks in Seattle with Colt McCoy at the helm. So that just seeing how if Wayne can get through that, then obviously he could. So I'm really happy about that. And just making some of the right moves. Yeah, you went out and got Galladay. You went out and got Adoree Jackson. I think the defense is top tier in the NFC. Obviously, I would put him as the best in the NFC East, and you can maybe argue with me, which we already did, about Washington's defense. But I'd put that as a top defense in the NFC. So I'm really liking the Giants' chances. Yes, am I worried about Dak Prescott? A little bit. And am I worried about the football team? Not too much. They just have to come out hot, and yeah, they do have a tricky schedule, but I do think the Giants get this done. I'm not saying this in a biased way. I really just think I'm really believing in my guys because I'm actually excited to watch them. These past couple of years have just been like, you get so excited for week 1, you get shit on, and then, we have 15 more weeks of this. So now I'm actually really excited. I'm not saying I wasn't excited before, but I'm really excited for these guys. I believe in this team. And I'm really looking forward to it. So I got the Giants.
Okay. I'll let him have his moment, guys. You know what I mean? So
let's let me go.
Let's have a serious talk about this division now.
Oh yeah, okay.
So if you look at the division, was this last week I talked about it? How I saw some of the first take Undisputed guys kind of slotting the Cowboys as that top dog this year. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, any team nowadays with Mike McCarthy running the show, I gotta you kind of go a tier lower for me no matter where. It could be the Bucs right now. If Mike McCarthy was a coach, I'd be like, I'm a little scared now. Not a big Mike McCarthy guy. There's so many question marks in that defense. I mean, I'm sure they'll come back and have a good offensive year, but I don't know. I can't back them to win the division. The Giants, I mean, there's pieces in place, but it's another team. There's so many question marks. We need to see how Saquon comes back with injury. We need to see if Daniel Jones can really lead this team. We need to see if defense can actually put the pieces together again for a second year in a row. I need Joe Judge to prove to me that he's a really good coach because I'm not on the train as everyone else is, personally.
Right.
I had to go with the football team. Listen. Remember how we had to talk about Cam? Cam's never walked into a locker room.
You were gonna say the Cowboys.
Nope. I'm gonna go with the football team, and this is why. You know how I said about Cam? He's never walked into a locker room. He's been like, damn, I have a situation here.
This full circle. Is this a full circle moment?
This is the best locker room Ryan Fitzpatrick has ever walked into. He's walking into one of the best defenses in the league. He has Antonio Gibson coming back, Scary Terry, Curtis Samuel, Logan Thomas is not a slouch either. I mean, he has it's right. All Fitzpatrick has to do is take care of the rock. Literally just take care of the rock. Don't turn over too much. You can turn over once a game, I feel like. With that defense, you can turn over once a game, score 21 points a game, and you'll take that division. There's no way. He has to just not fuck up.
Fitz magic?
as long as he doesn't even have to be that. He doesn't have to be that. This is the best. Like, if you look at it, all the teams he's walked into, this is the best situation he's walked into. He's getting older. I think this is a year for him where he's like, I gotta really do it this year. Make it run this year. I think.
I also have to watch out because it could be Heineke's team as well.
And I was saying that on a past podcast, but I'm looking into this football team, this football team.
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, I can't. Fitzmagic would have to literally just screw it up.
Yeah.
Just screw it up to lose that job. I think he just takes care of the football. They play good smash mouth football. Play defense. I can't. They added William Jackson III at corner. Ronald Darby went to the Redskins the football team, and was like a whole different fucking dude. Jesus Christ. Yeah. They added William Jackson III to that mix. That defense. We know what that front seven is. They had the weapons on offense. All Fitzmagic has to do is not fuck up. They win that division at 11 games, 11 wins, 10 wins. I got the football team. Slaughter me. No,
I mean, I don't think people will because I think it's really between. I think a lot of people are going to say this is a division between Dallas and Washington.
Yep.
I think people are going to sleep on the Giants. I think people are going to sleep on the defense. That's besides the point. I think Washington is a good pick defensively, and they have weapons too. But, the Giants have weapons as well. So I think it's going to come down to that offensive line again. I'm not saying that everything's going to revolve around this offensive line, but if the offensive line is successful, get Saquon out the box, it's a wrap. Give Danny Jones some time.
It's a wrap.
We'll see.
You want to throw NFC conference champion out there? I think it's kind of. I mean,
really, it's fucking early, bro.
I mean, for me, I'm just gonna go with the Bucks, bro. I'm gonna go with the Bucks, and like I said, they returned all 22 starters from the Super Bowl team last year. Tom Brady. Listen, there hasn't been a team to go back to back Super Bowl since that 03-04 Patriots team, but 2000, I think it's 2014. I think they won. I think Brady won in 14. He brought him back in 15 and lost. They won in 15 or 16. He brought them back in 17 and lost. So he's shown he can bring. He'll bring you back. He'll win that conference twice.
I just don't want to say what everybody's gonna say, which is the Bucks.
And they're gonna lose the Super Bowl. They're gonna lose the Super Bowl, but they're gonna make it back. They're gonna lose the Super Bowl, but they'll make it back.
So I had two teams in my mind. The first one I just, put the X through because I didn't think it was actually gonna be possible. The Aaron Rodgers fuck you revenge tour. Is what's going to beat him.
Yeah.
This is the end of the line for Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying he's done.
A rematch in the conference championship too?
Right. I'm not saying he's done. I'm saying that everything that's gone on in the offseason, the Aaron Rodgers fuck you revenge tour. That's what it's called. That's what'll get it done.
I'll tell you this though. Since I went really chalky with the Bucks, but I do think they're going to make it out this conference again. Here's my dark horse through the wild card. They're not going to win that division, but through the wild card.
Okay.
The Rams.
Really? I didn't think you were going to say the Rams.
The Rams get hot.
Right.
With Stafford, he gets used to that offense with McVay. They make some moves. That defense is still decent. It's not horrible. It's decent. That offense, they have some weapons. They get hot at the right time, getting that wild card game, start stringing some.
Well, let's remember. I mean, in that West division, there was two teams that were fighting for wild card spots in that. And then obviously when we look to the AFC, Steelers, Ravens, and Browns.
That's the division. I hate to go on too much of a tangent, but you see, remember how the AFC North last year had 3 playoff teams? I can easily see that happening this year with NFC West. I can easily see 3 playoff.
That's what I was saying,
Easily.
But yeah, so that's all for today. We're starting to do really good on time.
Facts.
We're staying to a better schedule. So we're trying to continue to lock down guests for you guys. Get some exciting people on that can tell their stories. Next week, we have a tennis bettor, Ghost Man, on Twitter. You can check him out if you really want to go there and preview him. He's got a crazy story. He is our age and has built his following from sports gambling, sports betting on tennis. And it's going to be really cool just to hear because I don't know how to personally tennis bet at all. Love to hear these stories too. So another gambler on the show. Cannot wait to release this news for you guys that will be coming out shortly. Like I said in the beginning, just be ready for it. Just know it's coming so you will realize that, damn, they said something big was coming and here it is. If you want to follow us on the Twitter page where we definitely will be releasing a lot of this news at ADED Podcast on Twitter and at ADED Pod on Instagram. Head over to the TikTok as well and give us a follow. We are trying to get to 1,000 to start going live. And speaking of live, we are firing the fuck up on Twitch. It's just all day, every day show. Up to 85 followers, getting some subscribers, streaming for 5 to 6 hours a night. And it's just a steady grind. The best part about it is obviously connecting and chatting with you guys, having you guys in the chat, rocking with us the entire way. Some of you guys are in there for the entire 6 hours, and it's just unreal because you know you have it up on your phone. I'm not saying you're watching all of it. You could be scrolling through Twitter or you know watching a game or whatever, and then you hear something that we say, you know, let me go type something. So obviously we don't want to discredit anybody. We appreciate everybody that pops in there and says stuff to us. Check out the Facebook page as well, which is simply the All Day Everyday Show. And with that, there's nothing else to say. I'm really loving what we do. We had a long conversation. We got done last night at 4 a.m. We weren't like leaving each other until, I don't know, it was like 5:15-ish. Yeah. We just sat and talked about our next steps and what we're going to be doing and all that stuff on that front. And, you know, we truly believe in ourselves. I know I say this a lot when we get in here, but, you know, a lot of people will sit here and talk about, you know, what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, but they're not really executing in that fashion. We are literally doing what we're saying we're going to do. We're getting bigger every week. You know, we're trying our best every week, putting our minds to it every week. And it's crazy what is coming out of it because people are starting to recognize us. People are starting to notice. And, you know, for us, it's not going unnoticed. I mean, we are really realizing that every show, every time we get on stream. And literally we have so many, and I don't know if I've said this exactly. I might have said it in the Twitch show. We have so many different outlets, dude. We have so many different outlets on doing this and how we can promote our stuff through TikTok, through Twitch, through Instagram, through Twitter, all that kind of stuff, through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. So many different outlets of our faces, our voices being out there that it can't fail and it won't fail. That's what I said too. That's what we talked about last night. There's no if, and I've said that multiple times, but just keep that in your heads too. There's no if. So we appreciate you guys always. Continue to rock with us. Continue to ride with us. Stay great. Be great because you fucking are, man. It's another episode down here at the office. You've been listening to the All Day Everyday Show with All Day AJ and Manny Ruffin. My name is Alex Jacobs, but you can call me All Day AJ. See you, baby. Big announcement coming soon. Let's go.